What the fuck was that about? Argentina and Spain in the World Cup. I don't know if you guys saw it, or maybe you heard it, or maybe someone told you, or maybe you watch it on TikTok. But I watched it live. I was watching on TV with my friends here in my studio. We were watching at 3 a.m. Singapore time the football match, the final of Argentina against Spain. I can't say, I mean, we all were not very excited about the game. We wanted to see France and England going to the final. Coming back to England and France, the third place, that was an awesome game. Anyway, let's come back to Argentina and Spain. So we watched the game. It was not a big deal, right? But at the end, Spain won, and then the time was over. And then we were watching the TV, and it was crazy how like then they start to fight randomly. The funny thing is like I saw a player running past an Argentinian player, and I saw kind of like the guy punch him on the stomach, or sometimes when I see my friends, I just tap their stomach and say, "Hey, how you doing?" But then later on, this guy was grabbing the other guys by the neck, and they were fighting, and it was so weird because at the beginning when I was looking at them, I thought that for some reason I thought that they were like the same Spanish dude or the Argentinian dude. They were fighting against each other, or they were just making fun. But then I saw that it was an actual fight. Like they were like grabbing necks and calling their names and stuff. Very surreal, very bad. I mean, I'm not a super fan of any of the teams, Argentina or Spain. I was rooting for Spain, to be honest. But if Argentina won, I would be fine as well. But I mean, the spectacle, the bad spectacle that Argentina did, and not just that. Also during the game, they were playing very rough. To one of my friends, he says that he was expected since I mean he likes to play football, and then he was saying that if you're playing in a game and let's say the possession of the ball is mainly on the other team, basically the team not having possession will get frustrated, and then the frustration will make it try to play a little bit harder. To what I told him that, dude, that's a bad excuse. I mean it could happen, but it was terrible. It was terrible. But anyway, if you guys remember last episode, we were building this Back to the Future DeLorean time machine. It's pretty small. I mean, I was expecting to be small, but actually the amount of details that it have is great. I think in the video that I did, I started to complain that I have to put some stickers, right? And I was saying that when we pay a decent amount for Legos, the most of them are expensive, and then you see that for some of the stuff, like for example here in the front that it says DMC or the plates or other places, when you need to start putting stickers, sometimes you say like, well, why am I paying so much money for, and Lego is not putting effort on it. Even in the doors, we have some stickers here. But then when I started to put it together, basically I say, shit, man, I have to shut up my face because it has tons of actual printed pieces. Like the rims of the wheels are printed. This that I think is a cables. I don't know what is actually on the car, but this blue part that you can see, I will show you later on the front of the camera, is also printed. The plate is printed inside where the flux, the condenser flow or flow condenser inside also is printed. What else has printed? The dashboard of the car, where it says where they're going, the time, the set time, where they're going, where they are, is also printed. The roof is printed. What else? This container here on the bottom, that is where the plutonium goes, is printed. So actually, a lot of pieces were printed. So it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Very nice piece of Lego. More if you like Back to the Future movies. It's very well done, very detailed. It's like it brings me back like 30 something years ago when I was watching the movie. Let me show you more closely. Look at this. Is it not cool? Look at the details. So you see all the printing on the rims. This blue stuff where the plutonium goes is printed as well. Then if we remove you see Doc Brown and Marty McFly, they're there. And if you see the back, where is the flow condenser, is also printed. And if we take the guys out of the car, let's take them out of the car. And we see, let's see if we can see it. I don't know if we can see. Well, you see the dashboard is printed. And here, the main, you cannot see it properly, but is the date of where they are and the date where they are going. So the date where they are is 1985, and they're going to 1955. So you can see the time there. So you see it's pretty cool looking. It looks very authentic. Let's put back the roof. And there you go, the DeLorean. All right. I took the hair of the Doc. He has a crazy hair. Let's put it here. And Marty here. Also, I can change the direction of the wheels and then put the trash converter, so you can convert it to the flying machine. If you remember, I don't know if the second or the third movie, because they need certain meters in order to reach certain speed. It was 70 miles per hour. So then he can go speed fast enough so he can travel through time. The technicalities, I don't know. And that's why they put this, so they can take the energy from the lightning. But because they got themselves, oh yeah, so this is the second movie then, because they have to travel. So in the second movie, he made it fly. So because he traveled in time here and there, he did some crazy shit. And so, yeah. And I can see that, I mean, maybe not everyone likes these topics. Maybe you feel that there's not much to say there's not much to see or to, I don't know, to be entertained when you watch my videos, maybe the later ones. And I'm starting to see that, yeah, I am a little bit disappointed. Not disappointed that people not follow me or don't watch it, but disappointed because I tried not to look at the numbers, but sometimes you can't avoid. You want to see how your videos are going, to see which type of videos you should be start doing or which ones you need to avoid, or what things are more popular, or even the timings, or maybe the production. I know if you have seen my videos from many years ago, they were more like a movie. There was more like a context that we were outside and there were like some cuts, and but as you can see in sometimes the sound quality or the video. But then I was watching my account. So if I go to my videos, well, actually not too bad. The video from last week, it says it has 9 views. I think at least one of the views from all the videos is me, because me, after posting it, I go and check it out to see if the sound is as expected, even if it's bad, or if the video looks as I was expecting, for better or for worse. So then I can see like the one from Iceland has 8 views. The one that I said, the gaming therapy, just 2 views. But if I go and I keep scrolling all the way, I don't see I don't see people like actually watching my channel. 10 views for life I didn't plan for, but I'm grateful. So that's when I start to say that I met Cheryl a long time ago and blah, 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 blah. But then the older ones before that, they had more viewers, some 20s, some 29s, some of the ones that we were doing a podcast in Spanish that I also put in the same channel, 30s and 40s. But of course that is different because the people who were in my channel, they're also share with other people. And one of the funny ones that is called molecules of water. It has a good amount of views. Oh, this one, how to grow a beard, the ultimate secret, that has 76 views. Potential earning limitation. Why? Or maybe I put a soundtrack that it cannot be monetized. And that's from the YouTube side. And if I go to the Spotify side or the Spotify slash Apple, I can see that from 70 something videos that I have, wow, that's a lot. The audience for the past month, it hasn't surpassed the, let's see, 12, yeah, the 12 plays or downloads. The audience is about the same. Let's go to the next page, 73 videos. So I have videos from nukes and mind control. 59 listeners. You see, somehow I have more reach in the listening podcast than in the video podcast. Why is that? Who this? The first podcast. It has 111 first episode ever. How do I see it? Published June 4, 2018. So that's 6 years ago. So as you guys see, I have been doing this for about 6 years. And anyway, I wanted to see which content is better than others. As I told you guys before, one of my friends that he actually has never seen my videos, he mentioned that he would like me to do more videos, maybe about karate or the things that I train, or maybe about engineering, that's what my profession is. But sometimes I think that sometimes you get defined by your own job, and that's not who you are. I don't really sound like a movie. And now that I'm a little bit older and I put things in perspective, I mean, I have a good job as an engineer. I do enjoy my job most of the time. I don't hate it. Um, so sometimes when I'm thinking about it, I don't think I'm the smartest engineer or the most proficient on it. And I always said that you need to put pride in what you do. And even if I put pride in what I do, I don't think I'm the best engineer. You see, I don't think I'm above average. Maybe I am, but I don't think so. And if I compare to other things that I do outside work, there was a time that I was above average. Maybe when I was training karate, when I was in my 20s and almost 30s, I think I was above average. I mean, I was not winning world tournaments, but I was doing pretty good. My coach was supporting me a lot, and if you know my coach from karate back in Costa Rica, he was not an easy person to deal in a lot of point of view, but he was the best coach that you could ever have. And then he was not just my coach; he became like some sort of father figure. He became my friend as well, some sort of mentor and whatnot, a lot of things. So I think I was above average on that. When I play on sports, I was very motivated and I like it. And maybe it's because my personality or my character that I'm a very active person. And one of the things that I think I would have been great at it, I wanted to be a pilot, but not a pilot for Singapore Airlines or United Airlines or like this company. I wanted to be a pilot of F-15. You know what I'm saying? Like be flying for the US Air Force because I'm from Costa Rica. Of course, the closest thing that you see is USA. So I wanted to be a pilot. Of course, I knew that I have to start learning to fly some small planes, and then I knew that I have to join the armed forces, which I tried to be honest. So at the end, it didn't went through, and I guess I got a little bit. I lose some motivation, and then I didn't try to figure out how, because life happened. Like I joined university and became an engineer. Then my dreams of becoming a pilot kind of like faded. So what I'm going to do now, since I have the means, I will learn how to fly. I'm not going to be flying fighter jets, but I guess it's good enough to get close to that. So that's what I was saying. I think if I was able to become a pilot and join the military, I think I would be a great soldier. Like any other job, being a soldier, you can just become uh, a specialist in artillery or a specialist in, you can become an engineer as well, or you can just be a test pilot. That's one of my dreams. I wanted to be a test pilot because I watched too much, too much Tom Cruise movie. What was the name? Yeah, that movie. And also because I read that in order to join NASA or one of those space programs that you can be on the space program, you need to be a test pilot. And I had that in my mind since I was very, very young, because in the 80s, I think that the Challenger program was still there. It was when it exploded. I think the Challenger that exploded was in 86 or 87. And I think on one of the times that I went to USA, we managed to visit NASA. The sizes of the places, the building, you could see the rockets there on the very back end. I don't know if it was just like an old one that it was just there, or it's going to be prepared to be launched. It was amazing. So that's what I wanted to be. I think I will have been a very, very, very good one. My point is, like, if I want to start making videos about something, maybe I should start making something, maybe put more effort again, not just making these podcast ones that I know some people will enjoy it more if I bring someone else on the podcast. But I think it would be cool also if I can make videos. I mean, now as soon as I finish this video, I will start like practicing some katas, because my coach here in Singapore, he wants me to get. He promoted to third dan. I mean, I started karate a long time ago, and this has been pushed around for many, many years to get my third dan. I have second since 2009. I became second dan. My first dan was in 2001, if I'm not mistaken, and I started karate in 1994, the end of 1993, but let's start 1994. So it has been about 30 years of me training. So I guess that's a constant always in my life. There's as many channels about martial arts. Maybe I should talk about that since it has been a big part of my life. Why not? I could talk about cars to the point that even here, I was thinking of having some sort of consultant to fix cars, and also the technical part. To bring to the second point, that it would be interesting at the same time to start a business to service electric cars, because I remember there was a time when cars used carburetors, so there was no electronics. Sometime later, some carburetors became with some electronics here and there and sensors, but it was just mechanical stuff, some Venturi effects, the gasoline entry one side, the air, they get mixed. There are like some tweaks here and there, and you have carburetors. Then after some time, in the 90s specifically, I would say the electronic injection start to come, to the point that when I was studying how to fix cars as a mechanic, even one of my teachers, he basically said, okay, guys, I'm going to teach you this about engines and blah, blah, blah. And when you go, guys, to another module, it's a different teacher, because I don't know anything about injection. And I was like, well, that's weird, because if you don't know injection, then what kind of mechanic it makes you? If like all the cars who are entering now in the market it has a fuel injection. I mean, now we don't talk about that because all of them are fuel injection. But he didn't know. He didn't know anything about it. So then what I'm thinking is, like, it will happen the same when cars are moving from 4 strokes or 2 stroke internal combustion engines to electric motors, right? That is different. Electric motor and a petrol engine, they're completely different. They don't look anything at all. So, and because I'm a mechanical engineer, and most of my life in this engineering career, I have been working in electrical parts and electronics, and also because I learned it, of course, and because I'm very curious about it. So there's a possibility there of building another channel about electric cars, or how electrifying cars. Like there's this girl who has this very interesting channel in TikTok. I don't know if she's in YouTube, that she talks about cars. And then she talked about Porsche 911. It was a Porsche 911 Turbo from the 80s. And then she was saying that the car is awesome. But the main difference is like the person who took this car and bought it through the original owner, they made it electrical. So basically they removed the Porsche engine, everything that it had to do with the internal combustion engine, and they made it electrical car. To what they said, okay, some people will say that they killed the vibe of the car. It just doesn't make any sound. So that could be a cool thing to do, you know. Let's say you have an old Mercedes that maybe the engine is completely fucked up, or you sold the engine, or you cannot repair it, and then maybe it's a good project to convert it to fully electrical. Not necessarily you need to make it, but why not? In other cases, you can just, you know, bring the old glory of the car as it is, you know, fix the whole engine as it's supposed to be, fix the carburetors, or fix the electronics of the engine, the suspension, maybe put some new brakes with new technologies or something like that, or retrofit the ones that it has. So that could be a good channel as well. I think it could be a good channel, but I think that's dreaming too much. Maybe I should start with the martial arts thing, talking about martial arts. Maybe I should put my karate gi and everything. Maybe I should record some part of the training, because today I'm going to train. As I say, I need to practice my katas, because that's my main issue, is that two advanced katas. One is called Seipai and the other one Seichin. I say Seichin, I have it 80%, and Seipai maybe 50. And if I don't have those two at a 90% at least, I won't get my third dan black belt in September. That is the test. So let's talk about karate next time, martial arts, not just karate. And yeah, I guess see you guys around. Peace.